Welcome to the arcade, everybody. We're back in Farming Simulator 25. And I think what we are going to do is I think this is going to be one of the last contracts that I actually have you guys watch. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to buy a field instead of buying equipment. And then all I'll have to do is I'll have to do contract work in order to make sure that I can afford to lease the equipment that I'm working the field with. Which could get kind of expensive, but, you know, is what it is at that point. So we are getting closer to hitting our goals. It has taken quite a while, and it's been quite a journey. But I think that is what the game plan is going to be. I'm going to buy the cheaper field. I think it's 134,000. We're currently at 108,000, so and then at that point, like I said, we'll be fast forwarding time and working our own field. Crop destruction is on, but none of these fields are mine, so I don't care. My neighbors will just have to be a little angry at me. I know there used to be a mod where, which I mean, I know they're still putting mods into this game, but there used to be a mod where, if you damage your neighbor's crops, you actually got fined for it. I don't think it was in Farming Sim 22. I think it was in the one before that. 15 or 18, whatever the one was before that. But yeah, modders are still modding this. They're still working on modding it. I am excited. We do have some new games coming to the channel, so I'm excited about that. Looks like we're going to be taking a long way here. Whoop! Ended up hitting the stop sign after all anyway. Oh well. Trying to avoid that, but you know, I took out 2 of the 4 stop signs. Nobody needs to stop at those anyway. They're optional stop signs. I'm a rebel without a clue. The only thing is, with contract work, you're not going to see me doing the same thing over and over and over again, where once we get our field, whether we put grass in it, or, I mean, I will probably put different crops in, just because that's me, that's what I do. Of course, what I could do, ooh, that might be an idea. maybe buy the field, do contract work until I have enough money to turn the field into rice. And then just go straight for rice field. That might not be a bad plan. Because then we can just alternate it short grain and long grain rice. Well, no, we would have to start with long grain first because we don't have the greenhouses for short grain. At that point, the only specialized equipment we would need is the rice harvester. Did I just take? I just took out the third one. I just will take out that fourth one. Can't just leave one standing, right? Hit that one on the way out. Ay, ay, ay. I'll tell ya. Damn farmer's taking everything out. But yeah, that does definitely sound like the plan to me. Yeah. So maybe we will still do a couple more, well, some more contracts. Maybe you will see me doing more contracts. Because I think that's what we'll do. We'll buy the field, save up the money to turn it into a rice field, which I don't know how much that's going to cost. It may end up costing too much, and we may say to hell with it and just start buying equipment at that point. But we'll be doing more fast forwarding in time. I won't be doing near as much contract work at that point. Once we have a field that has crop in it. Like I said, except to be able to lease the equipment to work the field. And also to save up money to buy more equipment. Because we definitely need to start getting equipment as well, but a lot of it I'll do offline. I mean, like, normally what I do is I'll do a recording and then I do a field in between the recording. That way you guys aren't seeing all the fields being done, like the stone picking over and over and over again. Oh shit. Although right now there is a really juicy stone picking contract in, which I will probably do after I'm done recording this episode. Because it's probably going to take me like an hour or two to do it. Hour and a half. But it pays very, very well, which is what I need right now. In fact, it will probably give me the money that I need to buy the field. But that's okay. And then tomorrow when I do recording, I will do another field before we do recording. We will probably do a contract field and then buy our field and then look to see how much it's going to cost to change it over to rice. Because that will be what determines whether or not we do a lot more contract work or not. Or how much more contract work you guys see. Yes, I go really fast and then I drop the cultivator down to slow it down. Normally what I would do is I'd cut a field in half and just keep going back and forth. Then I never have to lift up the plow or the cultivator. But this field's not a very big field. In fact, soon I won't have to lift the cultivator anymore. Maybe one more pass and then I'll just leave it down. And then we'll start actually looking at making some real money on our farm. The biggest thing is getting equipment. Equipment is so expensive in this game. So I definitely see me having to do contracts for quite a while yet. I'm not exactly sure with rice how much fertilizer we need. I'm not sure how that works. If we have to fertilize it, I think that we just work the field, you know, either cultivate it or plow it. I don't even think you have to plow it. I think it's just cultivate. We might have to, you know what, we're going to look at the book out when we're done here. See what it says. Because I think it's just cultivate it. If you get stones, you know, obviously you want to take the stones out. And, if it needs lime, I don't know if rice fields need all the fertilizer and everything else. I will definitely do my research though before we change over to rice fields, because I want to make sure I have all the equipment, I know exactly what I need to do in order to hit 100% yield. If I remember correctly, the rice harvester isn't that expensive. But then, of course, we still need a tractor. and the trailer in order to harvest the rice. So a lot of equipment to lease. I keep hearing thuds inside my house. I'm not sure if it's the dog. When I'm finished with this recording, I'll have to go check it out, see what the hell's going on out there. But yeah, I mean, did I make the right choice in buying that farm? That's debatable. The thing I like about that farm is the fact that all the fields are nice and flat. Like, see this one here? You can't change this into a rice field. It's not flat enough. You need to have really, really nice flat land. Dojo's running the last one over. Alright, now let's go ahead and look. And where's the help? There's the help. It's under crops. No, it's down here. Rice. Here we go. So, create a rice field. To get into the rice business, you need rice fields like grapes and olives. You can create these via the build menu. Unlike the grapes and olives, you do not need to create rows, but a whole field. Rice fields can also be cultivated like regular fields. Once the rice field has been created, you can choose between two types of rice, long grain rice and rice. The difference is whether the rice plants are sown before or after flooding. Long grain rice is planted dry and is more affordable as no special machinery needs to be purchased. You only need a rice field, a sowing machine, and a combine harvester with a header. Oh, that uses a regular combine harvester. Ooh, okay. So you need a rice field, a sowing machine, and a combine harvester. So you tell me you don't have to cultivate? Well, no, it says that it can be cultivated. For wet planted rice, you need special rice technology for sowing and harvesting. This type of rice produces a much higher yield. About fertilizing and weeds. Rice fields can only be fertilized as long as they are not yet flooded. This means that you can fertilize the rice field before or after planting, but before the first green shoots appear on the surface. Weeds only grow in rice fields in the early stages of growth when there is insufficient water in the fields. It is not possible to remove these weeds. In the case of long grain rice, weeds can be removed before using the usual methods before the field is flooded. Okay, so knowing that, let's go ahead and leave the tractor here. I know I don't normally do this because I am realistic, but let's go up here. See, it's 118,000. Ooh, we definitely are going to be able to purchase this. What's it currently got in it? Freaking green beans. Ugh. So yeah, I think we are going to purchase this field. Oh, the green beans are ready to harvest, so what we might be able to do is take the contract for this next time. Harvest the field, and then we will purchase the field. And then at that point, we will see how much it costs to turn it into a rice field. So yes, that sounds like the plan for next episode. We're going to harvest this field for him and get paid for it. Cha-ching, cha-ching. And then we will purchase the field and go from there. And then we'll start doing contracts to buy equipment because it sounds like I'm going to need some sewing equipment and stuff like that. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that sounds like the plan for next episode. I want to thank you all for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody.